Hey everybody, welcome back. And this is going to be one of the longer or more rambly videos, and I don't know how it's going to be received. It might be loved, it might be hated, it might be somewhere in between, but we're going to talk about Chase again because Chase is one of the two main issuers I'm pursuing in my credit card journey. Chase points are super flexible. I love nice, simple redemptions at Hyatt. They're quick, they're easy, they may be rookie level, but I'm not an advanced mode traveler. I'm not at a point where I can hit, a whole lot of spend for on the American Express side. And the commitment to American Express is not a commitment I'm willing to make at the moment. So Chase and Wells Fargo are the two banks I'm currently pursuing. But where I'm super excited with where Wells Fargo's going and what Wells Fargo's doing, especially after surprise announcing the Attune card and the moves that they made with transfer partners. Yes, they need more. Don't worry, they need more. I know, I agree. But they've launched the Signify Business Cash. They've got the Autograph. They've got the Active Cash. They've got the Attune, all at no annual fee. Those are all really strong no annual fee cards. Then you've got the Autograph Journey, which doesn't paywall transfer partners, which is awesome. It's got very strong travel protections and all of that, right? I'm excited for Wells Fargo. But this isn't about Wells Fargo. This is about Chase. In recent weeks, when it comes to Chase, I'm reminded of the Monty Python movie Meaning of Life, not Life of Brian. Meaning of Life. With Meaning of Life, there's a section, a restaurant section with a Mr. Creosote that's played by Terry Jones. And Mr. Creosote is, we will say, a rotund man. He's entering a fine dining establishment, and John Cleese is the maitre d' or the waiter. Not 100% sure which. But he's going over the menu, and Terry Jones's character, and Mr. Creosote, is just a very large and very much just, give me the menu, shut up, and proceeds to consume the food, all while expelling previous food, and just a picture of largesse and greed and not a particularly savory looking character. And at the end of the sketch, after consuming his meal, Mr. Creosote explodes. Now, if you haven't seen The Meaning of Life, I've ruined a sketch. You've had 40 some odd years. I'm sorry. There you go. But when it comes to Chase, I'm reminded of Mr. Creosote. They are the largest credit card issuer. They run more money through their cards than everyone else by a lot. When it comes to Chase, they are the largest bank. They hold more assets under management than anyone else. The difference between Chase and Bank of America, I don't remember being particularly big, but it's big enough where Chase is very much, issuer number one, assets under management number one. They're just the biggest bank, right? And as the biggest bank, they don't have to respond as quickly to changes in the credit card landscape, so that when Wells Fargo, for example, comes out with two brand new credit cards that kind of change the shape of the landscape, nobody really pays attention to them because they don't provide the value that Chase does. They don't provide the value that American Express does. Really, the biggest reason on the value of Chase one of the biggest things that I think comes to the value of Chase is the ability to run the ink train. And that is applying for an ink card, applying for another ink card, applying for several ink cards a year, whether it's through sole prop and social security number or an LLC or a sole prop and an EIN. There's tons of videos out there on how to apply for Chase business cards with or without a fully functioning business. Right? Because they're really great to hit the welcome offers, especially when the Ink Unlimited comes around with its 90,000 point welcome offer, or you get that in-branch Ink Unlimited offer for 120,000 points. And now there's this rumored Ink Preferred 120,000 point offer that's about to go public. There's the Ink Cash and its current 75,000 point welcome offer with the business relationship bonus, and it goes to 90,000 points. So like the Ink cards are kind of like where it's at for welcome offers. And then there's the occasional welcome offer, the occasional rise in welcome offers on the Sapphire Preferred and the Sapphire Reserve, which are coming to an end apparently this week. And in this space, in the credit card space, all of those get highlighted. Why? Because Chase is the biggest bank. And What is the easiest way to get views and to generate an audience and to create an audience and to get people excited about credit cards and excited about points and miles travel is what you can do with Chase. Seriously, if you left my video right now and started a search on Chase cards, you will get thousands of results. Same with American Express. Less so with other credit card issuers. You'll also get a whole bunch of results on Capital One, and you'll get a whole bunch of results on Citi, and you'll get a whole bunch of results, less results on Bank of America because they don't really do the travel thing. You'll get more results on US Bank because the Altitude Reserve is just an absolute beast. But the number one card issuer by search is going to be Chase, right? We're doing a lot of free advertising for Chase. Chase doesn't pay anybody on YouTube to do these videos. There's affiliate links and things like that, but like small time creators who are like 1 to 5,000 subscribers or less than 1,000 subscribers who are really, really excited about Chase, they don't get a dime. I know because I wouldn't be in this dungeon if I was getting Chase money. So Chase has lived large with being the biggest credit card issuer, with being the biggest assets under management, with getting all the free advertisement that they get in this space, all the free advertisement that they get on Reddit, whether it's through the credit card subreddit, whether it's through the churning subreddit. Like the churning subreddit, as interesting a place as it is, and it's valuable to me for news and updates, but man, some of those comments. The churning subreddit will run the ink train, getting an ink a quarter. There are people who can open an ink a month. And this is not to question the legitimacy of their business. If you're able to do that, you can support that spend and you have a business that you can do that, great. Take Chase for all their points that you can. But because of how frequently and how easily you can get ink cards and hit those ink bonuses, Chase doesn't have to do anything to update other cards. I rail against the Freedom Flex for being like a mediocre card. I rail against the Sapphire Preferred for being a mediocre card, but people still sign up for them because, well, look at how easy it is to advertise them in this space for free. And it's not that what is said isn't true, right? There's very definite truth to how easy it is to redeem at Hyatt, how you can move your points over to Aeroplan and get nice international flights on United with Aeroplan. Assuming you can find it now because United's being a little weird about international partners, but that comes and goes. But if not United, you can still find good value on Air France. You can find solid value on Virgin. If you want to do SkyTeam, if you want to do One World, there's Avios upon Avios upon Avios. Also with Star Alliance, there's Singapore on Chase. If you're not into Hyatt hotels, there's IHG, there's Marriott. Chase does everybody's co-branded cards, whether it's the United cards or the United, the Southwest, the Hyatt cards, the IHG cards, portions of the Marriott portfolio. They were the main Marriott portfolio until Marriott bought Starwood Preferred Guest. They were the main credit card issuer for Marriott. They hold the Disney cards. They hold all of the big travel cards. Right. And that's all well and good. And they've got business versions of each card. They've got the Aeroplan card, which is like secretly super powerful. Like they have a lot of good cards, but their good cards get masked by the mediocre cards because ultimate reward points are more valuable to transfer out than just getting proprietary points, whether it's World of Hyatt points, and the World of Hyatt cards are in desperate need of some fixing. Right. But when it comes to the travel cards for Chase, people give the Ink Preferred a pass because it's a very strong card, does what it needs to do at $95, and it's a business card and a really good business card for legitimate businesses. But then you've got the Sapphire Preferred, and I think the Sapphire Preferred is not particularly good after the welcome offer. You have to either really devote it to being your streaming card or really devote it to being your online grocery card. And who does online grocery? Yes, there's ways to hack it, and there are plenty of videos out there on that. But you shouldn't have to go through hacks to do that. You shouldn't have to do all the things that you have to do on the Sapphire Preferred to make the Sapphire Preferred a bit of a juggernaut card for you, because it'll never be a juggernaut card. The Sapphire Reserve absolutely should be playing on a level closer to the American Express Platinum. It should be playing even closer, punching up to its secret big brother, the JP Morgan Reserve card. The Sapphire Reserve, if it had a higher annual fee, should also include things like either United Club access or hotel status, IHG Gold, Marriott Gold, Hyatt Discoverist at bare minimum, right? And these aren't particularly flashy statuses, but it'll make your stays at these chains better. So I opine about the changes that I think Chase should pursue, but some of the first comments back to me were always, Chase is never going to do this. Well, of course Chase is never going to do this because Mr. Creosote continues to feast. And I don't know if it's the ink train. I don't know if it's the welcome offers that get everybody all hot and bothered. I don't know if it's just like the amount of spend that goes through the freedom cards from people who don't pursue travel. It's people not redeeming for cash back. I don't know what it is that makes it so that, Chase doesn't have to do things other than they process the most amount of money. But come back to the cards are still weak. And I think we're starting to possibly see some changes with rumors from this weekend. There is rumor that Chase is starting to do a pop-up window preventing folks from getting welcome offers on Freedom Unlimiteds or Sapphire cards. And if that's true and they're starting their own version of pop-up jail, that could start making things a little bit more interesting, because if you're willing to forego a welcome offer for the Sapphire Preferred, why? The card's not good enough to forego a welcome offer. There are very few Chase cards that I can think of that would be good enough to forego a welcome offer on. Sapphire Preferred isn't one of them. The Freedom Flex, if it was the Cash Plus, might be, but as the Freedom Flex, no. Freedom Unlimited, no. Sapphire Reserve, you'd have to have some serious updates to the credits. So no. All the personal cards, no. The co-branded cards, the United Explorer, maybe, but no, you'd want a welcome offer there. You want a welcome offer on generally every card, right? But like, is there a Chase card that would be not worth the welcome offer to forego the welcome offer but still get it? Maybe the World of Hyatt card, but that's because the welcome offer on that is so trash you may as well avoid it just to get your free night certificate every anniversary. But that sucks. That sounds stupid to say out loud, doesn't it? Then you've got United Quest card is $125 a year effective annual fee after the $125 United credit. I don't remember if that card comes with bonus miles offhand, but its earnings are okay enough to do it. The United Club Infinite card might actually be the only Chase credit card I can think of that you could forego the welcome offer on because it gives you access to United Clubs in the United States. And if you fly only domestic and you only fly United, that may be the only card that could be worth foregoing a welcome offer on. So it looks like we're beginning to see some changes to possibly either 524 or co-branding or something with the seeming introduction of Chase pop-up jail. Now, what you got to do to get into Chase pop-up jail, I'd have no idea. What you got to do to get out of Chase pop-up jail, I don't even know. You have to do like animal sacrifices to Baal to get out of Amex pop-up jail. Who knows what you have to do with Chase? So this is kind of just Chase absolutely is too big to have to change their credit cards. But maybe they're starting to realize that even being too big might not be enough. I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about. We'll see how it goes. And yes, criticize me all you want for the length of this video. It's just something I wanted to put out there, because when it comes to Chase, I'm stuck with that image of Mr. Creosote. And again, I come from a place of I want Chase to be competitive. I want Chase to, react to whatever's going on in the credit card world, because competition is good. And if Chase is setting the bar and Chase has to reset the bar and American Express then sets the bar, that means that everybody else has to catch up to the bar, right? And if Chase is choosing not to set a bar, then everyone else can do their own thing and set their own bars, but they get overshadowed by, oh, well, Chase doesn't have to do anything because they have Hyatt. But yeah, there you go. That's going to do it for this one. If you like what I do, hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you check out the pinned comment down below for other ways to support me, I thank you in advance for that. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Talk to you guys soon. There's 2 videos going to pop up here. Bye for now. Thanks as always.